What up, Dale? And welcome to Lunchtime Detroit Lions Talk, brought to you by Detroit Lions on the Prowl and Lions Nation Unite. It's your man, Kurt Steele. Today is Monday, April 4th, 2022. Happy Autism Awareness Month. I will wear a autism awareness shirt on each shoulder in support of my son, Curtis III. I got on a shirt on today, says Proud Autism Parent. You know we got to represent my son. He's on the spectrum. I know my man Coach Mike has a stepson on the spectrum as well. So we're going to represent for them kiddies on this show, man. And anyone who is on the spectrum on deck for today's show. We'll give you the latest and the greatest Detroit Lions news and rumors. We continue our Detroit Lions on the Prowl mock draft with rounds 2 and 3 today. We look at how busy that Detroit Lions scouting department was the last week. Man, I mean, they was everywhere. But before we get into all that jazz, I got to bring in the rest of the crew. Y'all see him down there, ladies. I know y'all love him. You know what I'm saying? He is the ladies' pet, the men regret. You ain't seen nothing yet. The player from the Himalayas, y'all, is my main man, LL Cool Tones. What's up, my dude?
What's up, Proud Nation, and good morning.
And y'all know who it is. It is the boxing pride of Jackson, Michigan. He is the defensive line coach extraordinaire. It is who?
Coach Jones. Who is Coach Mike Jones? What's going on, Lion fans?
Let's get this thing started
Right now.
Let go.
It's Detroit Lions talk, baby.
We're going to get up, and on the way up, we're going to bite a kneecap off.
Yes, sir. We in the deep.
All right, people, let's get into this mock draft. Kurt, tell them what we got.
All right, so let's do a quick recap of what we had in last week. So, we had the first round of the draft. LL started off. He said, I'm going to trade pick 2 and a 2022 second round pick with the New York Giants for pick 6 and 7. With pick number 5, the Lions selected Kyle Hamilton, safety out of Notre Dame. And then with pick 7, the Lions selected linebacker Devin Lloyd out of University of Utah. And with pick number 32, the Lions selected edge rusher Boye Mafe of the University of Minnesota. That's how we wrapped up that first round of our mock draft. Now it's time to get into the second and the third round of this mock draft for the show. I'm picking first with the next pick. It is pick number 34. And what are we going to do? We're going to keep on adding to that linebacker core. I select for the Detroit Lions linebacker Christian Harris of the University of Alabama at pick number 34. I know Coach Mike like that, man. He liked those linebackers. That's the one thing he said we needed to go ahead and shore up. So the next pick is pick number 66. And we're going to go ahead and give it on over to my man, LL Cool Tones for his pick.
All right, so at pick number 66, the Detroit Lions select defensive tackle out of Connecticut, Travis Jones. And that's actually if he'll stick around to be there. If y'all not familiar with him, he goes 6'4", 326. He ran in the same group as Jordan Davis. He ran a sub 540 at 325 plus. And they were saying he was down from 360. He's a very strong guy. Your prototypical nose guard, nose tackle, interior defensive lineman. And since y'all were saying that we are moving to more 4-down lineman look, we got the guys McNeil and Pennicini and pretty much nobody else. So this will add, he may can start or be a rotational piece. So at 66, I got Travis Jones out of Connecticut.
All right, now it's time for that.
Be mad at that.
Pick number 97, that compensatory pick for the Lions, the highest one in the draft, because, we let Kenny Galladay for that big-ass contract, and he went over there and sat on the bench because he was hurt. But what you got, Coach Jones, with pick number 97?
Pick number 97, I took wide receiver Romeo Doubs. Romeo didn't run that well at the combine. He ran a 4.72. But if you look at Romeo Doubs on film, he must know how to run the whole damn route tree because that boy be open. He be open. he'd be running away from people, and you know, so I picked him because I was hoping the guy from Clemson, Sky Moore, would still be there. He wasn't there when I did the little draft, man. And also I was hoping the guy from Clemson would be there. That 6'3" receiver, man. I can't remember his name, but yeah. But so I picked Romeo.
Okay, Romeo Dobbs. Man, we got some decent picks right there. You know what I'm saying? We shrimp that linebacker core again with another potential starter with Christian Harris. And then we get that defensive line with Travis Jones out of UConn. And we get that Romeo Dobbs wide receiver out of Nevada to round out the first 3 rounds of our Detroit Lions on the Prowl NFL mock draft for the Detroit Lions. Now it is time for that family discussion topic for today. Who would you pick in rounds 2 and 3 for our mock draft? You know what I'm saying? Drop it down in the comments below of the video. You know how we do it. We pick 6 of those things to go on the next show. And you just don't know because, you know, we got comment cards coming up later on the show. Your comment may be on the next show. So go ahead and leave us a comment on who you would pick or just how we are doing generally, or Lions news and rumors, because we got some more stuff coming up. But, you know, we got to do what you got to get on this march to 4,000. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. So get on the bus, Gus. Get on this train, Rain. Get on this ride, Clyde, and go ahead and help us get this thing to 4,000 subscribers if you haven't done so already, man. You know, become a part of the Prowl Nation family. And with that being said, you can hop over on our Twitter page and our Facebook page to be a part of the Prowl Nation mock draft. So that launched this weekend. It's going to be on coming up on a free for all Friday where we announce the Prowl Nation mock draft for the Detroit Lions. So you can get your pick in. If your pick is selected, it will be on the Prowl Nation mock draft. So go ahead and drop us over on Twitter. And you said it was like follow the crew. So you know what it is. So that little link's up right there. So you follow us ourselves or the show on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and all those pages. And you can go ahead and be a part of that Prowl Nation mock draft, man. I'm so excited to see who you guys are going to pick. But now I got to go over to my man. Y'all know who he is, man. The ladies, man, I hear him screaming, Shane, LL Cool Torres, man. What you got for your news and rumors topic for today?
All right, yeah. So we had a former NFL quarterback popping up during the University of Michigan spring game, and that quarterback was nobody other than Colin Kaepernick. I've seen lots of pictures and posts from all around social media just hyping this up, showing what he was doing, running around, tossing a couple of passes. Even Spike Lee was there, from what I understand. So I guess it was a great day for University of Michigan, and especially, you know, just experience of getting to meet Colin Kaepernick and maybe some of those young guys meeting him face to face, you know, and getting to understand the beast that they're about to enter. You know, speaking of the NFL, maybe they can, you know, enter or not enter with precautions, or, you know, just have a different point of view going in, because maybe they may have an idea of how it may be going in, and maybe that experience can temper that, or maybe just put it into proper focus. But what do you guys think about Colin Kaepernick making a visit to University of Michigan's spring game?
I mean, I think it was a former coach having his former player kind of recognizing what's going on. It's like, hey, man, you know, you're not getting an opportunity to showcase your skills. Let's make sure you get it. You know, we'll make you the captain of our spring game, and we'll get you back so that we can get you back out there, get you a job. And the Lions scouting staff just happened to be in attendance. They were like, hey, man, let's go ahead and make a trek. And that gives, you know, a reputable coach like Jim Harbaugh gives him a bigger platform, because, you know, he was throwing at, you know, just at random schools or random places. And it was always with a caveat. You got to do this, or you got to say this, or you got to do this. Jim Harbaugh said, no, you just come here, you show up, we'll make you an honorary captain, and you play, you go out there and throw. He had, you know, ended it with a couple of bombs. And to have the Lions and maybe I think a couple other teams were in attendance, but you look at that and that shows you that, hey, the Lions maybe, you know, looking at still aren't done with their backup quarterback situation. I'm not saying that the Lions are going to sign Colin Kaepernick, but it just shows you that, you know, Jim Harbaugh and the University of Michigan and the Lions have an open mind about Colin Kaepernick.
I think it was more just a media move. I don't think Colin Kaepernick ever plans to sign with anybody ever. I think there's kind of like a little disclosure that he writ for whoever is sponsoring, whoever he's getting money from, to to kind of go out there, show that you still got skills, just don't play, because then if he plays, then that kind of throws off the story, the script, and the narrative. You know what I'm saying? And two, it's been a while. It's been a while,
I don't.
man.
I'm not sure that I agree with that, because he's already. I mean, according to reports, he's already said that I just want to get back in the league. I'll take a backup role. It doesn't matter. I just want to play in the NFL again. So I don't know about that narrative of my Coach Jones, but I understand what you're saying. But I'm not sure that's that dude's type of ministry. You know what I'm saying? He's pretty open and upfront. If he tell you I want to play again, even if because remember before he was saying I want to be a starter in the NFL, he said, "Shit, I'll take a backup role." That means that fire's still there, and he still wants to play. That's just me. That's what I get out of it. But I hear what you're saying. I get what your point is. I don't agree with that, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Hey, if you want to get yourself some Lions gear, go to fanatics.com and get yourself some gear. Links in the description below. A small portion of the proceeds from that link go to help us grow the content on this channel. You know how we do it. If you want to check us out on a different platform, go over to Lions Nation Unite. You know what it is. It's the ultimate virtual hangout for Detroit Lions fans. And last week, I wished a very special Lomas Brown had a birthday last week, so I wished him a early birthday over there on that app, man. So go over there and check it out, man. He's over there. Chrissy's over there. Herm's over there doing his thing. And they're going to have some great draft coverage, man. They're going to be doing a live show in studio for Lions Nation Unite. So make sure you go over there and check that thing out along with us and all your favorite Detroit Lions content creators, man. Now, my man, Coach Jones, man, he got some news and rumors to talk about today. What you got, my man?
So we had seven people showed up to Oregon's Pro Day. Wow. I don't think 7 people ever showed up to anybody's anything. So we had 7 people show up to Oregon's Pro Day. Everybody knows, potential second pick of the draft, Kayvon Thibodeaux. I think everybody wanted to get a look at him up close. They want to look him up and down. You know what I'm saying? What we got, what we're working with right here. And I think one thing that was noted was he's a little thinner than they thought he would be. He's a strong guy though, very strong guy. But he was a little bit thinner than I thought he'd be. But that's just that's an athletic prowess, man. Ziggy was a little bit thinner than he was supposed to be, but as he became a pro, Ziggy put on a little bit of weight, man. So we all know that ain't really too much of nothing. But I really think though too, I think Aaron Glenn was like, where McKinley at? Where he at? You know what I'm saying? So I think they was trying to get the scoop on McKinley as well. But Thibodeaux had a very he was productive his senior season. So I don't know, man. I think he was like the number 1 guy on the board at the start of the season, and then he might have dropped, to maybe the 2nd or 3rd best pass rusher. But what y'all think about that, man?
I'm not a big fan of Thibodeaux, but I will say this: you got to go and kick the tires on this guy, just because of the fact that his ability when he actually plays well, he can definitely get out there and get after it. A lot of the same thing, injury concerns and things of that nature. Especially him being lighter is not going to help my injury concerns as well. But he's one of the top prospects in the draft for a reason. So I can't sit here and I can't disregard Thibodeaux. I know Val's happy because that's her pick for the Lions. She's a big Tibby fan. But looking at that, like you said, I think that they wanted to kick the tires. Everybody wanted. We'll go ahead and see what this dude talking about. Chris Philbin was giving them once over. Man, we about the same size, player. But he played lighter. He went lighter because he wanted to do linebacker drills as well. So you can look at maybe a position change as well, maybe like a Derek Barnes or something like that. He has the athletic ability to do that. So, you kick the tires on the guy. He's athletic. He can, maybe play a couple positions, just like a guy we already have in the building. So it ain't bad to have 2 of the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it's good. So what you got, LL?
Yeah, I'm I don't not like Thibodeaux. I actually, especially with the thought being that we're going to more 4 down lineman look, I really like him more that way. One of my biggest beefs was I didn't think that he played anything other than the speed pass rush very well. But that'll actually go kind of in hand if he's just a hand in the dirt defensive lineman. He don't really got to worry about doing much else. And I feel like with our coaching staff, they can coach him up to get those deficiencies at least adequate in our system. So I really would not mind him at 2. I wouldn't mind him if we trade back. I wouldn't mind Kayvon Thibodeaux just as a player because I do think he is an outstanding speed pass rusher, but that's about it. But I think that a combination of his whatever he has that he can do and whatever he can learn to do along with our coaching staff, I think they could turn him into a monster.
Yeah. You know what? This is the biggest discussion topic right now, man. So whoever y'all thinking that too, whether it's Kyle Hamilton, whether it's Thibodeaux, if you think we should trade, just leave that little comment down there, man, and tell us what y'all plans would be for the Lions at pick number 2. Okay. But what you got for us, Curt?
All right, man. So speaking about comments, you know what I'm saying? We didn't did all our thing. We did a whole bunch of talking right now. Now it's time for us to do what? Zip our lip and see what you had to say about the last show, man. It's time for the comment cards, baby. All right, first up, we got the Ronin99 says, Hard Knocks can be the great recruiting tool for the 2023 free agent season. A trade back scenario is optimum. You have to draft defense with the first 2 picks. No corners except if Tariq Woolen is available in the late second or early third, provided we gain extra picks via trade back. I feel you. Thanks for the comment, Ronan99.
Yeah, thanks for the comment. Similar thoughts from a friend of the show, Mr. Reliable Michael Hook. His comment was just food for thought. With the Lions being on Hard Knocks, maybe if Dan Campbell and the coaching staff are as advertised, then maybe better free agents may want to come the following year without having to break the bank. I agree. Hopefully, those are some of the good things that Hard Knocks can provide. So hopefully, that's what we get.
Yes, sir. Because Chark already came over on that discount. So, Jake Easy, I believe that's how Jake Easy. Okay, Jake Easy Phipps. What's up, Lions family? What's going on? I think we should trade back and draft Hamilton. And how come we're not talking about Desmond Ridder at 32 or 34?
I picked this comment just for you.
He said, yeah. He said
because it's not a good idea. That's not we're not talking about it. That's why.
Hey, he said he does need some work, but look at what he did with Cincinnati. Also, outside of receiver and QB, I think the rest of the picks should be defense. You know what, Jake Easy, you hit the nail on the head, bruh. I ain't got nothing to say. Next.
All right, another friend of the show, John Kaepernick says, that mock's great at 34. Is it too soon for a wide receiver? That's at South Dakota. Was that Watson? Or should we finish the linebacker core with Christian Harris? You see what I did? I went with linebacker Christian Harris. I'm just saying that's what I did. I'm just saying with my mock draft pick, I said Christian Harris. So let's do that thing.
Scott Smith says, excellent job. I'm guessing they're speaking about the mock draft. Thank you, Scott Smith. I personally feel that my GM skills are, in this Detroit Lions front office, I am the, head of the scouting department and the drafting department. So I believe that my picks were, where they should be. I think that in this draft room, we shouldn't speak about Desmond Ridder or any of those other quarterbacks until later in the draft.
I don't know. You know what? You know what's going to really make the whole world really, really, really kind of eat their words is when we have 3 quarterbacks that actually do something in the pros, and then next year don't none of them quarterbacks do nothing. Everybody gonna be like, oh man, really? So Tony Blumenshine says, for me, I would like Jermaine Johnson, the third, Daxton Hill, safety Christian Watson. I'm not sure if that's like second pick, third pick, fourth pick, or maybe he was just naming his options at that pick. But yeah, man, Jermaine Johnson is a beast. I think Daxton Hill might be he might be, you know, the
He'll be the
best
best
all
slot
around
corner coming out of
safety.
this draft.
You know, I'm just saying, I don't want to, you know, hurt nobody's feelings over there. But yeah, man, and I don't really know Christian Watson all that well. I haven't really watched him that much, so. But hey, man, Tony Blumenshine, I feel you, bro.
Right. Thank you for those comments, Tony. Well, thank you for that comment, Tony Blumenshine, and thank you for the comments from everybody else. Thank you for the comments that was left. And if we didn't read them on the show, go ahead and, of course, please don't let that discourage you. Leave those comments throughout the show with the family discussion topic and with the news and rumors topic, and we'll pick 6 of them to be read on the next show. So sliding from Kurt's favorite topic to everybody's favorite topic, and that is the dessert with your man Kurt. What do you have for us today, Kurt?
Dessert with your man Kurt is brought to you by Delightful Bites, custom cookies and desserts for any occasion. If you like how they look, you'll love how they taste. Go over to her Facebook page, link it in the description, and check out what she has to offer, man. Them delicious, delectable cookies and desserts. If you don't do the Facebook thing, go over to Delightful Bites, email her at delightfulbites18@gmail.com and get your order in. Delightful Bites, get your cookie on. Hey, the NFL offseason workout minicamp calendar dates for the Detroit Lions are out. Okay, so the Detroit Lions will start their off-season program workouts on April 19th. OTAs will be May 24th to 26th, June 1st to June 3rd, and June 13th through the 16th. And you'll have to mix in the rookie minicamp will be in there. And then your mandatory minicamp will be June 7th through the 9th. Man, it is coming up. Look at that stuff, man. Already, that shows you how the extra game has affected, like, is coming up faster and faster each year with these dates. And I like the fact that you got to look at it. We're less than a month away from the draft, and we're like 2 weeks from the start of the workout. So real shortly, some of those lines will definitely be in the building, you know, especially those guys with those workout bonuses that, you know, they're going to show up because they got to get that money, man. But that is your dessert with your man Kurt, brought to you by Delightful Bites. Delightful Bites, get your cookie on. Now it's time to take a walk on over to that wall of fame, baby. First up, we got the Flintstone Jimbo G holding us down over there in Bedrock. And then we got the king of everything because he's the everything king, man. If you want some great Pistons content right now, go over there and check that dude out, man. He is putting on a clinic talking about the Detroit Pistons. And we got Bo Gagarius over there holding us down along with Bo. Silver members, we got my man, Jason Portis is in the building. John Martin, Mr. Scotty the Bear, Shannon Peck, and Go Lions. For our gold members, we got my man, Michael Lewis, the inspirational one, Turner C. Burley, Mr. Reliable himself, Michael Huck, Nicole, or AKA Lionor of Deuce Bagia, man. I love that name every time I see it. You know I got to say that thing, man. We got Random Flag 606, Mr. Rough and Raw himself, North End Ken, and the doctor, Dr. Detroit. He is always in. To become a member of the Wall of Fame, go ahead and click that join now button in the description, man, and, you know, become a member of the Wall of Fame. Y'all know how we do it, and we chop it up real good on Wednesdays, man, in that Gold Members meeting. So if you want to check us out on that, you know what I'm saying, go ahead and join now. If you are a silver or a bronze member, you know what I'm saying, go hit that upgrade button. Come on and join us on Wednesdays at 3 p.m. for the Gold Members meeting. Now it is time for what? Final thoughts for today's show. What you got, my man, LL?
Well, on these final thoughts, I'm going to keep it real short and sweet. It's Monday. Have a great Monday. Be kind.
What you got, Coach Mike?
Okay. You know, I just got to say something to Tony Blumenshine. Look, man, I feel you, brother. If we get to the top of that third round and Desmond Ridder is still there, we have to take him. I feel you, my brother. And that's all I got to say about that, despite LL looking crazy.
Hey,
What you got to do,
I also want to say, if it happened, it happened. I'm not totally against it. I just don't necessarily want it to happen.
Yeah, I feel you. All right, for me, the Monday is Monday. The grind starts today, man. You know how it is. You know, you work hard throughout the week, man, and you know, but if you feel a little overwhelmed, you know what I'm saying, take a deep breath and, you know, take a deep breath, step back, You know what I'm saying? Get back in there and do your thing once you get settled. But April is, like I said at the beginning of the show, Autism Awareness Month, man. Be kind, be understanding, um, and don't judge someone just because they're different, man. They're human. My son is on the lower end of the spectrum, so you know he has some developmental delays that that are significant. But I love every inch of hair on that dude's body, man. That is my son. I love him to death. My dude, my rider. We do our thing, and I would not change anything on him just because that makes him who he is, and he's still in there. His personality, all his quirks is all still up in that thing, and we do our thing. We hold it down. We travel. He has community outings, and he does his thing because he's a part of society, just like anybody else. So, like LL said, be kind, be aware, and be understanding of other people's differences, man. But in this Autism Awareness Month, man, this is always one of my favorite months. Just because of the fact I get to celebrate my son. I celebrate him every day, but I get to do a little extra shine on that thing during this month. So, with all that being said, man, be kind, be loving. And one thing you got to do for your boy Curt still, man, because you know it's lunchtime, man. You got to finish that lunch up. So, crumbs off your face, man. Finish your drink and get back to work, baby. And whatever you do in life, you got to boss up, ball out, and be the best version of you that you can be. For my fellas, LL and Coach Mike, this is Curt Steele, and we will holla at you real soon. We love you, Jim.